Did NASA really call spirulina an anti-aging food? No, that's pure marketing fiction. But the real science is the way more exciting. Spirulina doesn't slow time. It supercharges your mitochondria. Let me show you how. Okay, spirulina industry loves dropping NASA's name. Every supplement company claims their algae powder represents NASA's secret anti-aging food. The marketing writes itself. Space agency endorsement plus longevity promises equals instant credibility. The reality proves more complex and infinitely more interesting. NASA's actual relationship with spirulina began in 1989 through the CELSS program, which studied algae as biogenerative food sources for spacecraft crews. Researchers examine optimal growth conditions and biomass yield for potential space applications, establishing spirulina's viability as concentrated nutrition for astronauts. Anti-aging claims never appeared in their research objectives. So, what's the space food reality? NASA's current spirulina research focuses on practical space nutrition challenges. Recent studies examine genetic stability of Athroprecia plantisis during 6-month continuous cultures in spaceflight, testing how microgravity and radiation affect growth and nutrient composition. The agency values spirulina for exceptional protein content and complete amino acid profiles. Radiation resistance properties makes it suitable for biogenerative life support systems during long duration missions. NASA researchers calculated that a 6 cubic meter culture could meet 40% of protein needs for a 6-member crew. These findings support using spirulina as food produced in situ, during future Mars missions. Space nutrition differs fundamentally from anti-aging supplementation. The marketing industry transformed NASA's practical food research into longevity promises. This transformation reveals more about supplement positioning than scientific evidence. Beyond marketing into mechanisms, separating NASA's actual research from marketing claims reveals spirulina's legitimate scientific profile. The algae contains compounds that function differently from typical antioxidant supplements. Most people think of spirulina as another vitamin C or E alternative, providing general free radical protection. This perspective misses spirulina's unique biochemical properties. Phycocyanin, spirulina's distinctive blue pigment, directly interacts with mitochondrial machinery. Research demonstrates that phycocyanin enhances mitochondrial membrane potential and ATP production levels. This represents targeted mitochondrial modulation rather than broad antioxidant activity. The distinction matters significantly for understanding spirulina's effects. Generic antioxidants like vitamins C and E cannot penetrate mitochondrial inner membranes effectively, leaving their ability to directly influence cellular energy, limiting their ability to directly influence cellular energy production. Phycocyanin operates differently. The compound specifically interacts with cytochrome C, a critical molecule in the mitochondrial electron transport chain. In healthy cells, a phycocyanin accelerates cytochrome C function, enhancing ATP production and cellular energy output. In damaged or cancerous cells, phycocyanin triggers cytochrome C ejection from mitochondria into the cytoplasm. This ejection activates caspases that initiate programmed cell death. One compound produces opposite cellular effects based on cellular health status. There's a timeline of mitochondrial enhancement. So understanding spirulina's mechanisms explains its unusual timeline of effects. Spirulina, being bacteria without cell walls, absorbs rapidly into the bloodstream within 5 to 10 minutes after ingestion. This delivers antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and superoxide dismutase directly to mitochondria. Immediate effects occur through rapid reduction of oxidative stress. Antioxidants in spirulina, particularly superoxide dismutase and phycocyanin, begin neutralizing reactive oxygen species quickly. This reduces cellular oxidative stress and alleviates mitochondrial dysfunction. Users often report increased energy and mental clarity within 24 hours. Longer-term supplementation, over 7 to 30 days, supports different processes. Mitochondrial biogenesis, fusion, and remodeling enhance cellular capacity and resilience beyond immediate antioxidant effects. Clinical trials demonstrate measurable improvements in mitochondrial respiration and ATP production after consistent supplementation. These changes represent structural mitochondrial enhancement rather than temporary antioxidant protection. The timeline challenges conventional assumptions about supplemental effects, dosing strategies, and athletic applications. Professional athletes use spirulina differently than general health supplementation protocols. Standard dosing involves approximately 10 tablets daily for baseline mitochondrial support. Athletes seeking acute performance enhancement may consume up to 75 tablets before intense activity. That's a lot. This extreme dosing targets different physiological mechanisms. High doses provide rapid antioxidant surge during peak physical stress, helping neutralize increased reactive oxygen species generated during intense exercises. The strategy aims to reduce muscle damage and inflammation while maximizing mitochondrial function under acute demand. Lower daily doses focus on gradual mitochondrial health improvement and sustained energy production enhancement. The dosing strategies reflect different goals: acute performance versus chronic optimization. Research suggests mitochondrial benefits plateau beyond moderate daily doses. Higher doses engage additional acute mechanisms like enhanced antioxidant buffering rather than proportionally increasing baseline mitochondrial capacity. Empty stomach intake maximizes absorption and mitochondrial benefits by allowing rapid uptake without food interference. Some individuals experience nausea with this approach, requiring dosing adjustment based on tolerance. Big thing here: quality determines effectiveness. Spirulina's benefits depend heavily on production quality and sourcing methods. Many commercial products lose delicate enzymes and pigments through high heat processing or contamination with toxins. Without proper sourcing and processing, mitochondrial benefits diminish significantly. Precision-grown spirulina reduces mycotoxin risks while preserving bioactive compounds. Recent research indicates that high-pressure homogenization extraction yields significantly higher phycocyanin concentrations than conventional methods. Studies using pressures between 1400 to 2000 bars, resulted in phycocyanin yields between 113.50 to 291.90 milligram a gram. Processing methods directly impact therapeutic potential. Contamination represents another critical quality consideration. Heavy metals and other environmental toxins can accumulate in poorly sourced algae, potentially offsetting health benefits. Quality sourcing and processing transforms spirulina from genetic supplement to targeted mitochondrial modulator. There's also clinical evidence and metabolic benefits. Beyond mitochondrial mechanisms, clinical research demonstrates spirulina's metabolic health applications. Studies show that consuming 8 grams of spirulina significantly lowered postprandial blood glucose concentrations at 90 to 120 minutes post-consumption in healthy adults. Daily supplementation with about 2 grams for 2 months, improved fasting plasma glucose and postprandial glucose levels in individuals with type 2 diabetes. These effects suggest spirulina influences glucose metabolism beyond antioxidant activity. The metabolic benefits align with mitochondrial enhancement mechanisms, improves cellular energy production, supports better insulin sensitivity and glucose utilization. Research demonstrates measurable improvements in mitochondrial respiration, ATP production, and reactive oxygen species reduction after consistent supplementation periods. Clinical evidence supports spirulina's role in comprehensive metabolic health strategies. So, let's evaluate some of the health claims scientifically. The frequently cited 25,000 studies supporting spirulina represents marketing generalization rather than precise clinical trial count. Spirulina research includes thousands of scientific publications spanning in vitro, animal, and human studies. However, study quality varies significantly, with many representing preliminary or mechanistic research rather than large-scale clinical trials. Critical evaluation requires focusing on randomized controlled trials, mega-analysis, and well-designed human studies measuring meaningful health outcomes. Biological plausibility, reproducibility across multiple studies, and clinical significance matter more than total study counts. Claims that spirulina prevent heart disease, Alzheimer's, and inflammation often oversimplify complex research findings. While spirulina contains components supporting mitochondrial health and reducing oxidative stress, these effects occur within broader lifestyle and dietary context, i.e., if you eat a carnivore diet, you're going to get a lot more benefits because you're also getting great benefits on Alzheimer's and type 2 diabetes and oxidative stress, right? Okay. Evidence-based evaluation separates legitimate scientific support from marketing hyperbole. Scientific integration in metabolic health. Spirulina and chlorella function as valuable components in comprehensive metabolic health strategies rather than standalone solutions. These algae provide nutrient-dense sources of antioxidants, essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals supporting mitochondrial function and reducing oxidative stress. Their benefits maximize when combined with foundational metabolic health approaches, including balanced nutrition, regular exercise, sleep optimization, toxin avoidance, and stress management. Quality sourcing, appropriate dosing, and consistent use determine effectiveness more than marketing claims or NASA endorsements. The algae represents scientifically supported mitochondrial modulators that can enhance cellular energy production and metabolic resilience when properly integrated into evidence-based health optimization protocols. Understanding spirulina's actual mechanisms and applications provides more value than accepting marketing narratives about secret NASA anti-aging foods. Okay? Real science proves more interesting than the marketing fiction. Okay, and remember, while I know algae technically is not an animal food, it really isn't a plant food that much either, okay? And the evidence supporting its mitochondrial and metabolic health benefits are just overwhelming. If there is something you're going to supplement outside of eating animal protein, there are 5 different algae I talk about. Here we're talking about spirulina, and that's the main one here. It is in chlorella. Okay, these two are well worth looking into. They're not very expensive at all, even for very high quality sources. So think about that. Okay, ask questions if you want to know more. Also, leave a comment, and if you can, share this video with somebody who might need it, like it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you very much.